Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Welcome to the newest episode of Generation of the Games podcast. I am your host, co-host actually, JP. And of course, I got my main man, my brother with me. Introduce yourself.
What's going on, world? It's Will from the Lions Den back again with my brother, the number one co-host in the land. JP, what's good?
Well, hey, good brother. You the number one person in the land. And like I always
Appreciate
say, definitely. You know that, bro. It's from the heart, bro. And like I said, I wouldn't want to do this show with anyone else besides this man right here that I have right here co-piloting the plane. Definitely. And brother, we're going to get right into it. Where should we begin? Should we do the first round or should we do right now? The choice is yours.
Honestly, man, I feel like what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead, brother. No, go ahead. I was
Oh,
listening to you.
I was gonna say like I feel like we know everybody knows where we are, or what happened, so we can get to where we are now. But if there is any, I would say players that may have surprised you from the first round, bro. Let's discuss
Mhm.
real quick.
Brother, there's one thing I want to discuss from the first round. Um, let's talk about the Joker.
Mhm.
Because I'm hearing a lot of people, brother, a lot of people were saying that first round loss to Minnesota, to many, might be affected his legacy so far. Um, I feel as though it shouldn't. Was it a good look for him? No. But the Joker is still the Joker. His resume is legit. I don't know how you feel about it, bruh, but I think what happened was he went up against a team that had length and players that were taller than him and athletic, and that's what Joker has a problem with. They actually had three of them that could run at him. How do you feel about that, good brother?
Minnesota was a worst possible matchup for him. Outside of probably Wemby. Like you said, the length and athleticism was a lot, and then I mean, but I will say, bro, to me, it's not like, oh, he's not a first ballot player, he's not an amazing talent or anything, but it is a hit. At the end of the day, they got eliminated without Ant Edwards playing. You know what I'm saying? Without AO playing. Like they were down, I think, three double digit scores, Minnesota was. And they still
Mm-hmm.
got him out of here, bruh. For you to be, what, a three-time MVP? You know,
Mm-hmm.
people argue should be a four-time MVP. And depending on who you ask, the best player in the league, for that to be, you know, a team essentially on one leg to send you home when you are one of the best players of all time, and right now, arguably the
Mm-hmm.
best player in the game. That's unacceptable. You know, we slandered the media has slandered plenty of players, bro, but I do feel like he gets a pass. And on top of it, not only did he lose, he was going out like Gino Auriemma, bro. He was crashing out as a sore loser, which makes it 10 times worse. You throwing temper tantrums because you're losing to guys that will some people, no disrespect in what I'm about to say, some of these guys names will not be remembered in 20, 30 years when we're talking about the career of the Joker. It's not going to be like, oh man, let me tell you how Rudy Gobert was giving the Joker fits. Only real, hoop heads is gonna be saying this, bruh. It's gonna be, let me tell you how the Joker lost to a team without Ant Man, and I couldn't tell you one other guy on the team.
Mm-hmm. We'll know. We'll know 20,
Right.
30
But you
years
know what
from
I'm saying?
now.
Like, as far as
Yeah, but the
the
casual fan
media
won't
and the
know.
story being told. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, bro, like this is remember when Miami lost and all they kept posting was the picture of Barea guarding LeBron?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Statistically, it's not the same because he didn't average 11 points, but it's the same moment.
It's the same moment. Yeah. Also, Jamal Murray didn't step up either. I
Oh
think the
man,
window.
he shit the bed, bro. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And this is it. He normally has He's normally one that takes over a lot of times in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah,
But he didn't. But
career
Denver
year,
has a
man. He shit the bed in the biggest moment.
biggest moment. Yeah. I think first off, in my opinion, they shouldn't have got rid of Mike Malone. I know there was some little problems there, whatever, but come on, bro. You still were 50 going to win 50 games. And also you still were contenders. And the man won you a title, if I'm not mistaken, was it the year before? But he got fired the
They needed
following
him.
year. That's crazy.
I'll tell you who else they should have kept.
I know too.
Hmm.
Bones.
Oh well, sure him, but that's not who I was going to say. That's one of them. Russell Westbrook.
You know what? You get no argument from me.
You know, the energy and the
Yep. Yep.
competitiveness he brought to that team, bro. You know, I think Cam Johnson was a good pickup, but they thought that they could replace what Russ did with Bruce Brown because of what Bruce Brown did, what, 3, 4 years ago. He's not the
Mhm.
same player. You know, he sustained injuries. You know, he's clearly not the same player, man. And they went out and got him. They thought that was the answer to all of their deficiencies. And as we can see, if Jamal Murray was not on, and if the Joker wasn't putting up video game numbers, they
Hmm.
didn't have a chance.
They didn't have a chance. They didn't. You're right. You'd have kept Westbrook and Bones, man. They would have had a chance because, and another thing too, Deontay DiVincenzo. We
Hmm.
wish him the best towards Achilles. It's a shame, man. I like DiVincenzo. He's a great role player, great one of the best six men in the league, man. You'll never want to see something like that happen to a player, but also with him as well. All right, well, let's move on to the series we currently have now.
Yes, sir.
We're going to start off with your OKC Thunder versus Lakers. Well, there's people out there that really think that the Lakers could either win this series or steal a couple games. You either smoke. It's either these are the options for me when people say this. I've heard this on the radio. I've heard this. I've seen this online. You're either smoking dope. That's number one. Number two, LeBron James. Look, I heard this. Yeah, I've heard people say this. If this was LeBron James, got to go back to LeBron James he was 10 years ago. Bruh, stop. Stop. He's not going back to that. He's 41, 42, 41 years old. Yeah, 41 years old. He's doing the best he can. That LeBron is never coming back again. He's never coming back again. Or three, you're just a Lakers stan who believes anything that they would do. This team, and it's look, they're going to get swept. Let's be honest. The Lakers are going to get swept. Even if Luka was there, you might have got a game or two at the most. OKC has too much depth. They're too big for them on the inside, and they just have too much. They have everything. They're not winning the series. If Luka was healthy, I would say it goes no more than six. Now with him not being there, it's going to be a sweep. And OKC didn't even play that well the other night, especially Shea. Speak on it, bro.
Oh no, listen, brother, the brooms are on standby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to call the janitor, ASAP. Um, the Lakers, they're just overmatched. Like you said, even if Luca played best case scenario, 4-2, you know what I mean? But probably a gentleman sweep. Um, the OKC just has multiple of everything, and the thing about it, Chet was having a field day once he figured out that he's 7 feet tall. He was letting
Mm-hmm.
Austin Reeves keep him out the paint, a little bit. But once he realized who he was, he started doing this thing, and I don't look, I gotta give credit to JJ Redick. They had a good game plan. They were blitzing
Mm-hmm.
Shea and everything like that. He had more turnovers than I've seen him have in a long time. We're not gonna see a repeat of that, man. I can guarantee you that.
Oh,
He had 18 points.
yeah.
We won't see a repeat of that. And the thing about it is, man, again, like, Lakers don't have Luca. LeBron's doing the best he can. I don't know what people think. Like he can still out jump obviously the average person and stuff like that. But Father Time is undefeated, and
Undefeated.
he's just not working with very much right now. If Austin Reeves is trying to get back in the rhythm, and if your second or third most important player is DeAndre Ayton, man, I'll be honest, bro, you might as well go home now, and we also got to remember too, like this is OKC playing without J Dub, so you know it is what it is, man. Like they're trying to roll through this because they know a high chance they're gonna have to play the Spurs, and that's gonna be their real test, to see if they get back to the finals or not.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And we're going to talk about an OKC player that comes off the bench later. And I might have a rant later on too about a certain fan base, bro. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking. As a matter of fact, I am, man. It's getting out of hand with them too. But let's. And speaking of which, that goes right into our next segment: the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the San Antonio Spurs. Game one, they came out. They got physical with them. They beat the Spurs. What was it? 103, well, 104, 104, 102. But, bro, let me tell you something. Rudy Gobert played the game. Ant-Man was Ant-Man in that fourth quarter. It was a great game. The Spurs had a bad shooting night. But, bro, this is one thing I got to say. I ain't never see a block performance like that in the NBA the way Wemby did the other night. I thought he was either Bill Russell or Kareem the other night the way he was blocking them shots down there, bro. How did you feel about that game one? And then we'll talk about game two after that.
I mean, it was a great game if you're a basketball fan. Victor didn't have the best offensive night, but he was
Mm-hmm.
special on the defensive end. I will say though, there was some chatter that there was some misses by the refs, and I do agree. There were some obvious goaltends that they did not call, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's hard with a player like Victor. I mean, they don't. There's nobody else that they have to pay that level of detail to above the rim. So if they miss a call, it's because I truly believe I don't think they're trying to pad his stats. I think it's the fact that the human eye doesn't have to pay attention once the ball goes up a certain level. But with
Mm-hmm.
him, he can get it. And he is getting it. So it's like they're already on to the next thing on the court. So look, like you talked about, man. You know, if he stays healthy, listen, the dream, that's my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? But that record don't stand a chance at this rate, man.
Yeah, I love the Dream too. Dream definitely one of the top 15 players ever lace him up. Dream also top five setter of all time. But man, I agree with you as well, bro. I agree with you as well. This is something we've never seen before, man. And that leads us right into last night. Yo, Will, San Antonio came out, put BTA on them boys from the door. And they played
Hmm.
physical last night, too. Let me tell you something, bro. San Antonio plays the way they played last night. I don't care who it is. You are going to have a serious problem trying to beat that team that played last night.
That's the Spurs that beat OKC more than once this season. When they're locked in like that, they're a problem for everybody. And one thing I want to say about the Spurs, JP, you and I, we went back and forth about this during the season. I know you didn't feel like Fox was the greatest fit for the team,
I was
but
wrong.
it's definitely like you. I feel like you've come around. Like there's so many moments where his value shows. Now, do I think long term they can keep that contract? No, but right now, this very season, they needed that vet. You know what I'm saying? Former
Mhm.
clutch, super clutch player for the Kings. You know, and I think that he's at a point in his career where he's willing to do just about anything, man, to win. Um, and sometimes that's what you need. Like I think sometimes if it's not going their way, he can get in that locker room and let them young boys know. Listen, it could be worse. you could have been on the Kings for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, so lock in and let's do what we gotta do, you know?
Yeah, yeah. He he definitely is one of the leaders of that team, if not the leader of that team, man. Not only that, there, man. That we, man, bro. I'm telling you that Stephen Castle, that boy, man. Woo!
Bro,
Man,
that's a all pro running back playing basketball.
that's an all-pro running back. And I'm gonna tell you something. This guy is going to be. I would say it, man. I would say it. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be one of the two best two-way players of all time. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. And I love that kid. I love the way he plays, the way he scores and everything. He plays defensive end of the court, man. He'll hound you for 94 feet. That boy's bad, bro.
Bro, he
And
plays mean, bro. You don't see that anymore.
he plays mean. And that Dylan Harper coming off the bench, man. Man, you see
Mhm.
that move he made last night? Man, bruh.
Listen,
Dylan
bro,
Harper,
that
that
kid's
backcourt,
special.
he's special. He's special.
One of the prides of New Jersey, man. Shout out to the Harpers. You know
Yeah,
what
one of
I'm saying?
the yeah,
Ron Jr., you
doing his
know.
thing with Boston, and
Mhm.
he's doing it with doggone with the Spurs. And another player we got to give his just due to. Two other players is Johnson, 6-man player of the year. He
Yes,
came
sir.
up big last night. Wemby came up, played big. Wemby set the tone. He was very aggressive in the beginning last night of the game. He scored the first 7 to 8 points, I believe. But also, well, we got to give this man his flowers as well. Doesn't get it. That Champagne, man. You know what I mean? It's like, man, that
Oh, yeah.
boy, man.
Yeah, he went from fighting for a spot in the league to becoming one of the best role players in basketball.
Yeah,
It's a hell of a story, man. He and his brother
yeah,
honestly carved out nice roles for themselves in the league.
yeah. Man, that Champagne, that boy, man, that boy's bad boy coming up shooting them threes, man. You know, I thought his name was To be honest with you, I thought his name was Champagne. 'Cause every time he was shooting three, I think about that song, "Pop Champagne." Oh,
Oh,
remember
Ron
that song?
Brown.
That's what I always think every time he shoots the three. Is pop champagne? That boy's popping some champagne last night on him.
Listen,
So
bro, he keeps
yeah,
shooting
man.
like that. The Spurs will be popping some champagne.
Shoo, yeah. And let me tell you another thing too. Besides Wemby, what's my man that comes off the bench? Carnett? Is that the name? The guy, the redhead guy that
Oh
comes off
yeah,
the bench after Wemby?
Luke Cornett. Yeah,
Bruh, he is one of the best 6 men in the league coming off the bench as far as a center goes. And that Kelly Olynyk, he's another one. Man, they can throw
bro.
three centers at you, bruh.
Everybody they have excels in their role, bro. Vassell,
It's
like
not even a
literally all
role.
Johnson, they all do exactly what you need them to do.
Harrison Barnes, and people say they're a young team, whatever. People seem to forget Harrison Barnes has championship experience, so he
Hmm.
has experience. I
He
don't want to
does.
hear that. Oh, they're a young team. This, that, and the third. Harrison Barnes won a championship with the Warriors.
You
People
know what,
seem to
man?
forget that.
Harrison Barnes should be a case study for some of these up and coming like blue chip 5-star players. Because Harrison Barnes,
Mm,
if you look at his, high school tape, amazing. You know what I'm saying? And the hype he went into UNC with, and it was unrealistic hype. And he still has carved out
mm.
a good career for himself. Made a lot of money, still playing and a champion. And
Yeah.
that you can't ask for more than that. You know.
Mm-mm.
Um so I say that to say, if you're aiming to be LeBron, look, man, I'm not here to crush your dreams, but good luck. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like making a league is a dream, but like be adaptable. You know what I'm saying? Because you scored 30 in high school, that may not be the role in college. That damn sure may not be the role in the pros. So you gotta adapt and learn what keeps you on the court and in on a team. Like the guys that figure it out stick around.
Mm-hmm. And I think not to get on other things, but I mean not to get on other aspects of basketball, but I also think these parents also doing their children a disservice too by thinking they're going to be the next LeBron, Kobe, or Jordan. That's
Yep.
insanity.
Yep.
That's insanity. I mean, you got people mad at their 9-year-olds because they can't do this. Man, these people need to get a grip with reality, bro. This is why America is where it is now because, man, let me stop, man.
Let
But
your kid have fun. Don't look at them as a meal ticket.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Don't look at them as a meal ticket. Exactly. Um, let's go on now to the next series that we have here. We went through two. Let's go through Detroit and Cleveland. As
Hmm.
right now, with 7:28 seconds left, Detroit like they're about to beat Cleveland, and they're going to go up 2-0 on Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, all I gotta say is, bro, that Cade Cunningham is special, bro. That Cade Cunningham is a top 5 player in the league right now.
Yep. Hey, that was my MVP. Not named Shea or Victor, man, all year.
I agree. I agree. He's something special. Jalen Duren, he has to get going a little bit, but he's been, he's the other all-star of the team. That's been good. Bruh, we gotta give Tobias Harris his due too. Tobias Harris been balling, bro. I think he had
I
like 20
couldn't
something
believe
tonight.
my eyes, bro. I said, "Damn, he putting together back-to-back games like this." Okay,
Yeah.
Tobias.
Yeah. And what's my man's name? The guard he got number 24. Is that Mitchell?
You talking about Dennis Jenkins with the long hair? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Dennis
Yeah.
Jenkins. He went to Tennessee.
Yeah. He's nice, bro.
He is tough.
He's
Hmm.
tough. He's tough. He's forming his niche in the league, man. I like this Detroit team. I think they're still a one or two, maybe about two pieces away from being a contender, but they're going to be something to deal with in the future, good brother.
Yeah, they gotta find another like real scorer to put along with Cade.
Mm-hmm.
Doran is a physically imposing player, but if he's your number two scorer, then you guys are gonna be struggling. And Tobias as a third or fourth, that moves me. Expecting him to be playing like this every game as number two, yeah, you're not gonna go very far. To be honest, we could argue if they win this series, they might have overachieved with the roster on paper what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I definitely agree with you on that, bro. But yeah, man, they're having some good times. Good times, definitely in Detroit, bro. Now let's move on. We went through three. We got to go through the fourth one.
Oh man, bruh, you all right, man? You might have to get you a therapist, brother. The way you just let that deep breath out, man. You all right? I know it's been a little rough for the Sixers, man.
I've been saying Sixers and 6. We got to change that up now. Sixers and 7. Sixers and 7.
Hey man, you a Laker fan in the Sixers jersey, brother. The way you sounding right now, that
Nah, bro.
delusion.
Yeah, I'm all right with last night. I knew they were going to lose game one, bro. Coming off emotional victory over
Mhm.
Boston just the day before, just 2 days before, and now they got this. They got New York at home. I knew it was going to be that. But
They
in
played them
my
tough.
opinion, I would have sat Joel Embiid down for the first game. I'll let him play on last night. I'd have sat him till Wednesday, but they didn't do it. But
Hmm.
bro, let me tell you this much though. Let me tell you this much. 3 things about the Sixers and what they've done, good brother. Number one, I don't understand how you had less than 40 minutes away from you a national championship team named the Villanova Wildcats. You had Deontay DiVincenzo, you had Jason Hart, and you had what you call Jalen Brunson. You
Hmm.
mean to tell me you never sent no scouts there to even scout them to see if they fit your scheme or not? Come on, bro. What kind of nonsense is that? Who do you know has a national championship college team about 40 35, 40, because that's on the main line. The Citrus player is in South Philly. That's going to take you a ride. It's going to take you about maybe
Yeah.
35 minutes. 35 minutes away, less than an hour away, and you never sent anybody there to go see what's going on. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me.
Bro, and still to this day, Mikael Bridges for Zaire
Oh,
Smith gotta be
ah,
the craziest shit.
bruh, like I've said a million times, Will, we've seen some crazy ish here in Sixerland, bruh. You gotta
Mhm.
remember, the worst deal I ever seen in NBA history was Moses Malone and the number one pick, which was Brad Daugherty, tried to be a five-time All-Star for Roy Hinson, Jeff Rulin, and Cliff Robinson. Still say to this day, that is the worst deal in NBA history. All
I
you
could
got to
tell,
know
bro.
is
That shit still etched in your memory banks, and that
it's
shit was
still
like
it's in
like
my
40
memory.
years ago.
Bro, I can still remember this, Will, like it was yesterday, bro. You don't know how upset I was with this deal. And they almost traded Doc, but they said they were going to trade Doc for the number 3 pick, which would have been Jordan. Now,
Mhm.
I love Doc. I love
Yeah, you would have been all right with that. Yeah.
getting paid Jordan with Barkley. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Moses is still around back then. Man, look. Woo! That would have been, yo, think about this. Your front line, your 3 key players, and Andrew Tony had bad feet. Ah, Andrew Tony, he was going to be a sure, a bona fide Hall of Famer. So your backcourt, you had Cheeks too, was a Hall of Famer, bruh. But what I'm saying is, for the future, let's just say Andrew Tony still had what he had, which was unfortunate, the bad feet. But you would have featured Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and Brad Daugherty, who's also one of the best passing big men ever. Bruh, that big 3 right there would have been crazy.
Hmm.
It would have been crazy. But getting back on track with this, not only the Villanova players, like you said, Mikael Bridges, but check this out here. Check this out. Check this out here, Will. You had doggone Jared McCain.
Yep.
You're going 8 deep now. Maxie's playing what, 45 minutes last night? VJ's playing 45 minutes. They've been playing 40 minutes a game all year. You tighten up your bench to 8 to a rotation of 8 now. Bruh, you had Julian Champagne, you had him, but you cut him. You also had Jared McCain. You mean to tell me that bench wouldn't be bad, right? Wouldn't be great right now with those two in the backcourt shooting the 3? They'd be contending for titles right now. They would actually be contending. I just don't understand how you traded Jared McCain for a late first round pick. I don't understand. And no disrespect, you're bringing Campaign to replace him. Campaign
Yeah.
didn't come to the damn bench. I forgot he's on the roster.
He's not on the team no more, is he?
You're not important. I think he's still on the team.
Nah, I think he's going, bro. I feel like they like released him or traded him or
Mhm.
something. Let me see.
Well, that's a veteran, right? Yeah, check that out.
Mhm.
We'll see if that's true. Yeah, he's a veteran though, man. You know, you could use him in these spots right now instead of playing these players 45, 46 minutes a night. I mean, come on, man. The reason why Embiid is the way he is, the reason why I didn't play. You played him 40 minutes a night. Come on, bro. Like, what are y'all doing? And you really got an 8-man rotation for the playoffs? That's ridiculous.
Bro, they waived campaign on April 10th to
Wow.
sign Dalen Terry to a standard contract.
No disrespect. Who the hell is Dalen Terry?
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
he not a point guard. That's for sure. Like,
Goodness gracious, bruh. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. And then he getting what you call it? Nurse is getting like Tibbs playing these minutes for these players.
hmm that's
They
true.
can't be playing all these minutes. They can't be playing that what you call it makes no sense. That trade made no sense to me. And now y'all gotten richer because of that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
we were very
but yeah,
grateful.
I would be too, because Jared McCain's a player. But you got to give credit to the Knicks, though. They played physical brand of basketball. Cats were playing pretty good this series. Brunson hasn't gone off yet, but he did have, some games where he played well. Mikal Bridges has played very well. And you know why that is, because of Philly. He's from the Philly area. So,
hmm
he got drafted by Philly. He ain't never letting them live that down. He will try to destroy them every chance he gets.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, but the Knicks have been playing good. They've been OJ's been playing. I mean, OG's been playing very well. But you know what? He got a strained hamstring. We're going to see how it is now. If he can't go, woo! I like the Sixers' chances. I
Oh
like
yeah,
them.
bro. Without him is different
It's
because
different.
he does a lot. He covers up a lot of holes for them with his defensive versatility. He can score too, but it's the defense.
It's the defense. It's the defense, man. He's tough, man. And you got to salute the Knicks. Mike Brown's done a good job coaching them too. I think we need to do that as well. Mike Brown's done a good job of coaching them. The Knicks look tough, bro. They do look tough. Don't tell no New York fan I said that though. But they do look tough, man. They look, and
Man,
especially my boy C. Chug. I know how he is, man. Man, we always go at it. He called the Sixers the slippers. So, you know, we always go at it about this. Like, I guess he's halfway to get that New York tomato pie that he wants. So, oh man, we got game 3 and 4 though. Um, Friday and Sunday, man. The Sixers will be all right. They need this first game though, but they'll be all right. We go back to New York 2-2, and we go back. I'm talking about was that Tuesday night? I guess it's the next game. We go back to the Garden 3-2. No, 2-2. We win that 3-2. We on pace back to my Sixers and 6. Will Sixers and 6. We on pace for it.
man,
But
listen, I'll definitely give you your props, bro. If that ends up being it, you gonna look like a genius, but I don't know, man.
I mean, you're like a genius or a jackass.
Yeah,
Either way.
one of them, bro. One of 'em.
Wow, thanks, Will, for agreeing with me. Yeah, I mean, like, what?
I'm
I mean,
saying
look
it'll
at
be
that
one of them.
game.
We'll have to wait and see which one, though. I don't know.
Yeah. But Will, I gotta go on a little rant here real quick, bruh. Um, this New York Knicks fan base, bruh. This is one of the main reasons why I hate the Knicks. It's the fan base. Bruh, these niggas, man, like, yo, you win the first round series, and you mean to tell me that you go out there, block off Fifth Avenue, all out in the streets like y'all won the damn championship? Come on, bro. And they act like the New York Knicks fans act like they're just this elite team. They've been very, very good. There hasn't been a championship in New York since 1973, bro. They haven't won a championship since Intervisions by Stevie Wonder came out. When Stevie Wonder was like 22, 23 years old in 1973. Hell, in 1973, I wasn't even 2 yet. But they walk around here, and then I'm seeing clips of people that happened last year in Indiana. They're assaulting people walking down the street because they got an Indiana jersey on, a Sixers jersey on, and people got a nerve to talk about Philadelphia fans. What about these fans? These classless fans. J.R. Smith was walking down the street the other day. You see how they rushed him? They rushed him like they see God or somebody. Like, yo, the man was chilling. It's just like this. They saw the other day a teenage kid had a video or something. The man punched the kid for no reason. Like, what is going on? What is going on in New York for y'all to act like this? I don't understand it. You see the same thing, haven't you, Will, with some of the fan base?
Oh yeah, I seen clips, man. It's honestly ridiculous. Like they act like they're not used to anything, bro. They to be honest, what it reminds me of low key is like Dallas, in the NFL. You know,
Yeah.
like you got this a team that the last time you saw success, a chunk of the base wasn't even alive,
Hmm.
and you acting like you know they just the best team around every single year. And honestly, even not to jump, all around, but even the way that a lot of NBA and especially Knick fans jumped all over Becky Hammond, for her opinion
Mm-hmm.
that you can't win a championship when your best player is small. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, so far she's been proven right year after year, and they were talking like she's some random casual, as if she's not a Hall of Famer as a player, and most likely will be end up a Hall of Famer as a coach as well.
Right. 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 I mean, man, it's just ridiculous, bruh. Just the way this fan base acts sometimes. I mean, man, show some class.
Hmm.
Show some class, man. That's all I got for you, bruh. With
That's
that,
not even the
and
real New
Will, I
York
guess we're
thing, though.
going. Man, New York been gentrified so much, bruh. It's not even funny, bruh.
Facts.
It's not even funny, man. Harlem don't even like Harlem no more.
Hmm.
Bed-Stuy don't even like Bed-Stuy no more. So yeah. But Will, I guess we're going on to our last and final topic here, good brother. Tyran Stokes signs with Kansas University. Not a shocker per se. How'd you feel about it?
Um, I felt like we all knew it was going to happen. So speaking specifically from the lens of a Kentucky fan, a lot of the fan base was very delusional, and they allowed him to play with their emotions. But I mean, we knew this was happening, man. Like I just think, he wanted to play for a Hall of Fame coach,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, I wish him the best, man. He's a hell of a talent. But
Yeah.
he's already stressing Bill self out, man. And the season ain't even started. He out there posting on Instagram with thousands of dollars in cash and all that, man. Like it's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
but you know, I wish the kid
Yeah.
the best, man. Now, one thing, you bringing up Tyron Stokes reminded me of this real quick, JP. I don't know if you saw the news. The NCAA has voted to expand the men's and women's tournaments from 68 to 76 teams next season. We don't even need 68 teams, bro. 64 is all we ever needed. What the hell we need these other teams for, man? It's gonna be teams that don't even deserve to be in the tournament.
You're right. I don't get it, bro. Like NCAA continues to shoot themselves in the foot, bro.
Yep. It shows it's just a cash grab.
Yeah, it's a cash grab, and I'm going to say it. I don't know what the hell is the orange orangutan. Why he's getting involved with this stuff? Talking about he make it what mandatory for it just to be 5 years or something like that. Man, all the shit you got us in, you worry about the NCAA and some sports, man. Come on, bro. Come on,
Honestly,
man.
I don't even know how that's like on your like list of things. You know what I mean? Like with everything going on in the world.
Shit that you've caused. Shit that you caused, and the 77 million dummies who supported you.
Man, I just
Even
saw
put
gas
you through an unfit.
damn near $4.50 today, man, and motherfuckers is talking about that.
If you worry about the NCAA, come on, bruh. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, man. Get your priorities right, which you ain't never get his priorities right anyway. So oh man, it's wild. Well, it's wild. I'm like, he's
Hmm.
involved with what? You want to be involved with every damn thing, but try to get this country run right,
Yep.
which is all played by you and your cronies and them. But anyway, we're not gonna get into politics and stuff, man. But yeah, man. Oh, and also one more thing. Arkansas got the boy from Finland. What's his name?
Oh yeah. I'm blanking on his name. They call him Slim Jesus. I know exactly who you're talking about, bro. I'm blanking on his name right now. But
Yeah,
Murnin or whatever. Yeah, Mika
man,
Murnin. Yeah,
right.
bro. He got a lot of talent, but he got listen. He going to the right place. He needs a SEC strength and conditioning program, in the worst way. And I think if anybody can attempt to get the maximum out of him, I think Cal can. I think he's as far as his natural ability, um, that that Trayvon Brazil role would be good for him.
Yeah, they're talking about him being potentially the number one pick in the draft.
Yeah, I can't see that, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Smith has a chance to be a top three, top two, or top three pick. We'll see. And also, I want to add one more thing. We see DJ Wagner also go to Maryland University, which I think is a good
Yeah,
fit for him.
go Terps, baby. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
got
there.
down there, right?
Hell
Ain't
yeah.
nothing but a shot by 95, good brother, to go see
Yes,
Wags.
sir.
You know what I mean? See DJ play. Oh, also, Will, I don't know if you saw it last night. Um, Aaron Bradshaw's going to Tennessee State. That's right, you did send it to me. He's going to Tennessee State, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, listen,
and
man. Aaron's stuff been up and down, but he should easily be, if not the most, one of the most talented players in that conference from day one.
yeah, yeah, he should be. And because he's 7 foot, 7 foot 1, he still has a chance, bro, to make the league. He has to have a dominant year, man. The talent is
Yep.
there. The talent is there. There's no question about it. But he has to want it too, man, because the kid can play. He can play.
1000%, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But Will, I think that covers all of our bases here tonight, good brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh. One more thing. One more thing. Congratulations to the Bullis High School track and field program. I'm gonna mention this just a little bit here, bruh.
Break it
That
down, bro.
Quincy Wilson finally did it, bruh. Finally beat the Jamaicans, bruh. People been waiting for this for 4 years, and finally his senior year, he did it, good brother. The temperatures weren't ideal. It was like 48 degrees, but it felt like 38 degrees. Them boys still ran 310. It was amazing, man, to see them win. But congratulations to not only Quincy Wilson, but his talented teammates as well at Bullis, man. They put on a show at the Penn Relays. Also, shouts to Archbishop Carroll as well from the DC area, from DC. They took second in the 4x400 behind Bullis. They ran very well. St. James Academy, that's their first year. I keep trying to tell people they are going to be special, bruh. They're going to have a special program. They're tough as well. And yeah, man, that's all I got for you for the Penn Relays, man. It was cold, wet. It was a mess. But it was some good track out there regardless, man. We're gonna have a track episode soon too, Will. We're gonna have another one coming up soon. We just gotta, get our pieces together, our ducks lined up and everything. Some people were busy with coaching and stuff. Also, gotta give congratulations to Coach Tate as well. He had a couple hurlers in the finals in the 110-meter hurdles. Rowan always had a strong track program at Penn Relays as well. So shouts to them as well, bro.
Man,
So
Coach
and
Moore, super legend, man.
yeah, super duper legend, definitely. You know, and we've had some fireworks even beyond the Penn Relays, man. We've had Botswana almost break the world record in the 4x400. South Africa wasn't too far behind them. United States men, congratulations to them winning the 4x100. I mean, basically their B team, and they did a good job, man. Because Noah, Kenny Bednarik, and Joshua Anthony, none of them guys were on the team. Tate Taylor, the high schooler, none of them were on the team. But yeah, the team they went over there with the 4x1 men. They did very well. And shouts to everybody. Jamaica won a couple races. Botswana came, won the 4x4. Like I said, bro, I tell you, bro, Africa is coming, bro. They coming. They hungry too. But we'll see what happens though. And
Yeah.
yeah, well, let's wrap this up here, good brother. Once again, another one in the books, bro.
Oh, you know what, bro? Real quick. So you caught the Penn Relays real quick. I took the fam down to VA, man. We caught the Iverson Classic, man. The 10th year of it.
Yeah.
Really dope event, man. You know, I think it doesn't really get its due as far as promotion and everything. But AI, man, and his team, man, they doing a hell of a job, bringing that game, to the 757, to Hampton where he's the pride and joy, and it was some good hoop, man, some good players out there, man. Abdul Torre that's going to Arkansas.
Mhm.
Yeah, guys, I'm trying to think of the dude's name. Bo Ogden going to Texas, the MVP of the game. He's going to Illinois. He was killing. Like, bro, it was some good hoop out there. The Ratliff twins, really
Yeah.
good stuff, man. And then he had. I'm not necessarily his biggest fan at all times, but Steven Jackson was one of the coaches. Tim Thomas, Jersey royalty. Darius Miles, Lenny Cook, like they really had some dudes out there, man. And um, realistically, some guys that's been where these young men are, and hopefully can get them some gems. You know what I mean? That can help them along the way. They also proclaimed it, Allen Iverson Day in the city, which was real cool. And then it's just a dope event, man. Very black event too, and I really love to
Mm.
see that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, bro. The answer definitely deserves that street naming after him too, bro. They need to name a street after him after in Philly too. They
Facts.
really do. Coming up,
Practice
bro.
Street.
Practice Street, yeah. Oh, one more thing before we roll out. South Carolina had a big signing in the last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. A big one and an under the radar one. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. If Chloe Kitts comes back healthy, Watkins is beyond, some personal issues she had to deal with. She comes back healthy, bruh. This team is gonna be number one again, bro. And it has a lot of depth too.
Mm-hmm.
They have a
Right.
lot of depth, man. So
It's crazy. Before
we'll
the
see.
announcement, I knew Dawn did it when Big O got out of her commitment to Tennessee and she went on the visit and they shared a picture. It was like in front of like a theater, out down there in South
Mm,
Carolina, and
mm,
it was her and Dawn, posing, and on the sign, it was like it's over, but they spelled it like OHH or whatever, like making a play on Olivia Edwards' name. I said, bro, it's no way they did a picture of that fire for her to not commit. And sure enough, that team is gonna be special, man. The only team I really see, I know people think UConn. I don't think it's UConn. The only team I see being a real challenge to them if fully healthy is the other USC, man. South Carolina,
mm.
if the chosen one is back in form.
That's true. That's a good point, man. That's a very good point. I also see who else do I see out there? Oh man, I lost my train of thought. I had somebody key too, but they Will they got deep bench, bruh. They got the players and stuff. They got to be the favorites. South Carolina
Transfers,
does.
international signings, they got whatever you want. They got
They
it.
got
5-star
whatever you want.
freshman.
They got two 5-star freshmen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough to deal with next year, good brother. But yeah, man, I think we covered everything, all our bases and stuff. It's the NBA playoffs. Everybody get involved with it. Hey, Will, you got any shout outs, bro?
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to basketball fans, we still winning, man. Still enjoying the playoffs, even though the NCAA season is over.
Yep.
Um, Also, man, just man, shout out to my co-hosts as always and the family. You know what I'm saying? Like we still
Yeah.
here, still getting to it, and you know,
Yeah.
still the dopest show around.
Oh yeah, bro. Definitely Thursday nights. It's prime time night. Definitely, man. And also, gotta definitely give a shout out to the pilot who runs this thing. He runs the Magic Johnson point guard. He runs the clinic for us, Mr. Will Lyons, man. Yeah, that pass like that too.
Yeah, you know,
That
Magic.
pass was crazy. Yeah, that pass was crazy. Mr. Will Lyons, man. Makes this thing go. So on behalf of me, Will, one more thing. Happy Mother's Day to all the
Yes,
mothers out
sir.
there.
Shout out
Happy
all the
Mother,
mothers.
yes. Happy Mother's Day to your wife and your mom, bro. Definitely. Happy Mother's Day to them.
Happy Mother's Day to your mother, and of course,
Thank you, brother.
the generations of the game sends a huge Mother's Day shout out to Miss Nancy.
Yes. 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 Nancy, happy Mother's Day to you. Hopefully she'll listen to this and we're giving her flowers and everything. You know, she really shown a lot of strength and she's doing well and doing as good as you could expect, man.
Yep.
We definitely want to send happy Mother's Day to her, man, and I know how she's gonna be feeling, bruh. You know, our boy will be going. Was it 3 years in August, man? And my
It's
pop to be
unbelievable, man.
about to be 3 years. And it's you remember it where the memory seems so close, but the it seems so far away. If you get what I mean, you know what I mean. Like the years seem to be going by now, man. And I often think about that night when Sammy was over at my parents' house, and we were all watching that Atlanta Sixers game, and watching Ben Simmons pass up that dunk. And Sammy's reaction was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" They're like, "What are you, man?" Sammy was up on that, bruh. I just wish the brother was here right now to see his Super Bowl and we could talk about the Sixers and man, bro. It's,
Absolutely, bro.
mm.
Jalen Hurts, #1 supporter.
He called all this before it happened, bro.
Yep.
He called all this. He called all this. He said, "That's my quarterback. We go win a Super Bowl." And sure enough, it happened. It happened. So I just wish he was here to see it, but as they say, the creator had other plans, bro. But yeah, man, enough of that and stuff, and definitely still rest in peace to my dad and to Sammy as well, bro. Two great, extraordinary human beings, bro. And Nancy, definitely happy Mother's Day to you as well, definitely. But Will, man, yeah, let's wrap this up, good brother. And to the
Yes,
people
sir.
out there, celebrate your mothers as much as you can, and enjoy your mothers this weekend. The reason why I'm kind of laughing a little bit is that's game 4 of the Sixers and Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
And but unfortunately, I'll be out to a Mother's Day dinner. But that's why they have YouTube TV on your phone, bro.
Go and
That's
say,
why they got YouTube
unfortunately, man,
TV on
that's
your
funny as hell.
Unfortunately, that's what they have, bro. So we can be happy celebrating Mother's Day, but we got to keep an eye on them games too, bro. Especially a pivotal game 4 with Philly. So I'll be tuned in, and everything. But anyway, we wish you all the mothers out there. Definitely wish you happy Mother's Day, and to our supporters and avid listeners. We thank you once again. And on behalf of Will and me, JP, we're out. See y'all next time.